ABSL Summit. Transform to thrive.
Okay, so who starts?
I play white.
You play white. Okay. We were considering starting with black, huh? We were considering starting with.
Is it not normal?
Being controversial is nice. So, Michał, you will start with white.
Yes.
Okay, so Michał starts
So I
with
play
white.
e4.
Okay. Michał, the first question to you. What do chess and everyday life have in common?
So above all, chess teaches you to plan several moves ahead. There's even a saying, think like a chess player, 3 moves ahead. And I think in life it's very important to be able to plan several moves ahead. What's more, I would say that you need to deal with time pressure. I think there are some people who played a game with me. There's our stand also where we played a lot of games. I played already more than 50 games today with participants of ABSL Summit 2024. I'm really happy to see you all. And you need to deal with time pressure during playing a game of chess. And I think, generally speaking, in life it's also important. And I would say, last but not least, regarding this question, of course, is that, in chess, because it's a solo sport, you need to build your own psychological strength, because you need to know how to deal with failures. Take step back after the game when you lose and analyze what can you do better next time, I think.
So you call it a failure or a lesson?
I think it depends, of course. There are some, there are some people who like this or that way, but I call it a lesson because either I win or I get a lesson. And I think today some of our players get a lesson. So I would call this way.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about it, I think some failures are failures if we don't take advice from this, you know what I mean? So not every failure is a lesson, but most of the failures can become lessons.
Yeah, I think also from chess, it's a lesson learned that you need to have some takeaway from this game, because otherwise it's just a failure.
Yeah.
You need to know what to do next better time, and I think that's a great lesson from chess into everyday life.
That's perfect. So, Andriy, what do chess and business have in common?
Oh, thank you. That's. I think I need to make a move first, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Sorry.
let
Me and
me-
me. No.
Oh,
Make it
C5,
like this.
Sicilian defense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the answer is everything. Next question. But realistically, I would say everything, and I would describe it in 2 key dimensions. One dimension is structural. You need to think through your mission, your goals, your strategy, and your tactics. Usually people are like, okay, what's my strategy, what's my tactics? But any strategy and any tactic is good if the mission or goal is not defined, right? Can you think, Sylvia, can you actually keep losing but still achieving your goal?
Can I keep losing and still achieving my? I think it's possible.
It is, absolutely,
It
yes.
is.
So you first need to think on what you're trying to achieve, and if you're trying to teach your kid, right, you have one strategy. If you are trying to just entertain yourself, it's another strategy. If you're trying to win and you're in a tournament, it's a third strategy. So I think it changes, and you don't need just to dive into. You just need to understand what you're trying to achieve. Then build a strategy, which rarely can be changed, right? And then think about tactics, because one thing, there are many things, but one thing that specifically chess taught me and helps me a lot in making business decisions is after each move, reassess where you are. And you need to not only think of, okay, how do I need to change my tactics to achieve the same goal or go along the same strategy, but you need to ask yourself, do I need to change strategy?
Okay, and I don't know if you noticed that Andriy is talking a lot about strategy and tactics, and I don't know how many of us know the difference, so that's going to be my second question to Michał, but first a move.
Okay, knight to f3, the most popular opening here.
Okay. Okay, and the question to you, what's the difference between strategy and tactics? Can you explain it in the simple way?
Okay, it's a good question actually. Thank you very much. I will use the example which I very often use to to translate strategy and tactics into business. So let's talk about for a while, of course, about the great price war between Lidl and Biedronka. So strategy for both brands is to be the most visible grocery shop in Poland, simply as it is. And regarding tactics, you have a lot of banners like, since 2002, Biedronka has been cheaper than Lidl. On the other hand, you have banners which says, okay, Lidl was cheaper than Biedronka in 2023, according to independent research. So these are tactics, small steps, which helps us to achieve the great strategy. We can also say that tactics are very often short-term, and strategy, often but not always, of course, just to mention, is long-term. So that, in short, that's the difference between strategy and tactics.
Can I ask you an additional question?
Sure,
So, for
go
example,
ahead.
if we got an idea to be more healthy, for example, and I want to have a healthy life, make a healthy decision. So, for example, having a healthy choices is my strategy. Not eating sugar is a tactic.
For instance, yes.
Okay, I think I got it. Thank you very much. Andriy, your move.
Okay.
No?
I think I should surrender. Let's make it.
Knight C6, interesting, yes.
This is terrible
There's
that
a move.
he can name all these moves. It's not funny. Okay, so Andriy, could you give some examples of strategy and tactics that you implemented in your company, SoftServe, and you are proud of?
Good question. First of all, a side story. I can play a grandmaster like Michał, and I play chess and tennis, right? I can play against Michał and win, and I can play against Djokovic and win. Do you know how? What's the strategy?
What's the strategy?
Well, I play Michał in tennis, and I play Djokovic in chess.
Okay.
That's right.
Nice. I buy it.
Okay, good. So, but being serious, I have two things that I can be proud of in the company, and one is when you say you, I'm taking it as a company, and another I'll talk a little bit later if time allows. Is about me, right? So in terms of the company, in the business like what we are doing, we're developing custom software for our clients, solving their most difficult technology problems. One of the biggest issues is not the business itself. One of the biggest issues is to recognize that when the business is growing 30-40% each year for many years, and that what has been a reality for our company, you need to realize that very few people on a personal level can grow at that pace every year. Because to stay relevant in the business, in your company that is growing that fast, you need to be growing exactly with that speed just to stay where you are, right? And when we realize that, we also think, okay, what is our strategy? And our strategy is to always be at the edge. When everyone is still thinking about, okay, what AI is, or what RPA is, or what something else is, we already have it figured out. We have a point of view, and we have let's say, a certain framework institutionalized for our clients. And that means we have to have the best learning and development platform. And we call it SoftServe University. And you can say, well, it's just another corporate university. There are many of those, not really an invention. But what's the hottest company on the market, on the global market today is?
No clue.
NVIDIA. If you bought NVIDIA shares a year ago, you would be a billionaire. Well, depending on how much you would buy, but so NVIDIA leverages SoftServe University to train their partners using their technology, and that's what we're super proud of.
Yeah, but this is absolutely what I love what Andriy mentioned. I don't know if you noticed that if your company is growing super fast, you need to make sure that the people are growing super fast, yeah? Because I'm literally afraid of people who says like, why to change it if we were doing like this for the last 10 years and it works perfectly? These are people who are really out of reality for me. So I think that's really, really important what you say. Michał, it looks like it's your move.
Okay, D4, the most popular line here.
Okay, and the question to you, what is one chess technique or chess methodology or any rule that we may implement to everyday life to be above and beyond?
Well, to go above and beyond, I think planning from the end. I think that's the methodology technique that you can all take from chess. It's called a form of, I would say, reverse engineering. It's a very well-known technique, especially in the military and IT industry. Because, for instance, in chess, when I play a game, I think about where I want to deliver a checkmate, on which square. And regarding planning in, on a daily basis simply, very often we are taught to plan from A to B. But chess players think differently. We think from B to A. Why? Because it reduces possible scenarios, and this technique is very useful, especially in the complex processes and decisions. So I think this technique might be very useful, and I have to tell you that because I conduct a lot of workshops and training sessions for corporate clients. I would say that's the top one takeaway which participants take from the
And I think this
session.
is really amazing. We can use it in our private life. If I can share quickly a personal story, I'm a mother, and when my son was born, I write down what I want to hear from him when he's going to be 18. And then when I want to hear from him when he's going to be 16. And then what I want to hear from him when he's going to be 14. You know what I mean? I wrote to myself a letter, what I want to hear from my son when he's going to be 18. Now he's 15. It's going very good. So I think this is exactly this. Andriy, your move.
Oosh. Let's do something crazy.
Not surprised. You don't look surprised. You don't look surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Andriy, tell me please.
Steel Fury.
Okay. Andriy, last question. What is the one thing that you've implemented in a SoftServe that allows you to go above and beyond? So one advice. Come on, give us some inspiration. Share something that you're really proud of.
Well, again, two things.
Okay.
One thing, I think I managed to build an amazing team that can just go on without me for a long time. So, and I think the key to that was exactly the theme of this panel, which is inspiration. Like, here's an inspirational vision. Like, here's the B point where I want all you guys to be, and then you can weigh in every decision against that thing. You have amazing flexibility because, well, that's the North Star. And as you move to that North Star, there are multiple tactical decisions. You don't need to get involved into that because your team always measures, okay, does it move us in that direction or in different direction? If in different, the answer is obvious, right? As well as if it's in that direction. But another thing is, you know what, I changed their perspective from, in the businesses, and this is like some hardcore financial stuff, there are profit centers, there are cost centers. I think I made them think in the paradigm of no cost center. Every unit within the business is a profit center. So now I'm super proud that the finance team within SoftServe is saving and making more money than it actually costs.
I'm pretty sure we will have lots of people asking you in a break, how exactly to do it. Okay, so that's all my questions. You can continue the game if you want, but I'm really curious. What about you? When we talk about chess, about strategy, about tactics, what are your questions? I'm curious if you got any. Not everybody in the same time. Come on. Now I'm curious. You want to ask any question about the strategy or tactics or anything like this? No? No? Okay, so I've got good news for you. The good news for you is that soon we're going to have a great finale of this tournament.
Yes,
it's going to
here.
be here.
In
Here.
in 35 minutes.
In
yeah.
35 minutes, there's going to be great finale.
Yes,
and you're going to
here.
play.
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 games simultaneously here on the stage, so you're welcome to
Okay.
be with us and root for your friends.
Yeah, okay. And also, if you want to grab Andriy and ask some more questions about the software and these beautiful techniques, you're also ready to answer them, right?
I'm all over the place.
Okay, okay. So that's perfect. So
Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Michał.
Thank you.